talking in terms of visual memories. Visual, in other words, logical. How tall were you? Oh, really? What was your favorite color? A color is not an emotion, it's a physical thing. It's a description of something. Did your mom let your hair grow long? Did your mom cut your hair in that bowl cut? You know, just any kind of like crazy questions that you can get them in the logical side of their brain, that they're dredging up memories from the logical side, okay? And then as you go up through the early years, from say a year and a half old up through about kindergarten, you know, you can start asking, like, was your kindergarten set up where it had a kitchen and a living room and a computer area and all this? Did you have, what kind of toys did you have? Stuff like that. Oh, did you have a best friend? Okay, so now once you're 6, 7, 8, 9, during that period in life, people usually begin to form the first outside of the family friendships. Okay? So, who was your best friend? What was she like? What was he like? You know, did you have a secret crush on him? Now you see what I'm doing? Now we're going into the emotional part. Once you establish the logical, visual, concrete side of the brain, and you're kind of in that space, now you want to take them over. And I'm telling you, this is a manipulation. This is. But you have to unmanipulate the shit that happened to them. You have to take them back and undo the damage. They are brain damaged. The connections that were made, that were laid down, the pathways, the neural pathways in their brain that were established early in life, that set their value system, that set them up to think a certain way, do a certain thing, act a certain way. All of that was pre-established by whatever or whoever indoctrinated them. So we have to go back and reestablish different neural pathways for their thought processes. And if you don't think this is true, then fine, stop the video and go fuck up your life. I don't care. But I'm telling you, if you have people in your life that you love that absolutely positively hate Donald Trump, and if you ask them a question like, well, why do you hate him so much? They say things like, because he's a rapist, or because he's this, or because it's that. Don't freak out on him. Just say, well, who did he rape? Like, let's get on the phone and look it up. That's logical. They can't do that. It's not possible for a fully indoctrinated, invested liberal to accept that their understanding of it is not true. They cannot accept it. So what do? They attack you. They come at you. You're a Nazi. You're a misogynist. You're a racist. That's all they know how to do. The little kid with the basketball. You're a bully. Not him. You're a Nazi. You were mean to him. You didn't give him a trophy. You're at fault, not him. They've been raised to believe these things, and we're asking them to completely suspend all of their beliefs and values, and they can't do it. So, would you ask a rape victim or someone that's a victim of a violent crime to unvictimize themselves? Like, go unrape yourself, right? Go unshoot yourself. You can't do it. You can't. You can't just make it go away. It is what it is. So the only way to help these people is to care about them enough to take the time to sit down with them, get to know them before they were cultivated, before the liberal teachers took over, before they were influenced by their liberal best friend's mom and dad, what they listen to in the home, what they watch, what they tell your kid. You have to take them back and just forge new pathways. So when you take them back, you need to talk about things like, well, did you go to Disney? Did you go to the zoo? What was your favorite movie? You know, get them into those memories, that memory space in their brain, and then say things like, well, did you think that you were attracted to women at that point? No, of course not. You're just a little kid. Oh, but my best friend's moms, you know, they loved each other so much and they were just so happy. Oh, okay. So the examples that we are exposed to, the things we're told, we can be indoctrinated into doing just about anything as kids. Any child can be contaminated to think or do anything. My sister and I convinced my brother that he ate an entire jar of maraschino cherries just by terrorizing him for about 30 minutes. I'd grab him and say, you ate the cherries. And then she'd grab him and she'd say, Dad's going to kill you. You ate the cherries. And he was like, I didn't eat the cherries. And I was like, no, you did. And we messed him up. We messed him up. We messed him up to the point that we convinced him to stomp inside like a man. We challenged his manhood. Stomp inside like a man and take his punishment. So he goes inside after I told oh my God. I told him, I said, look, the spanking won't be as bad. I gotta put the phone down because the cops are right here. I said, John, Dad won't spank you as hard if you tell the truth. Oh my God, so funny. And so that's what he did. He went inside and he told a lie and got spanked for it. And in his entire life, he's never come back and said one word to us about it. I believe that he actually believed us, that we saw him eat the cherries. So when I hear about children being contaminated with these false memories and false thoughts and, oh, your daddy touched you or something like that, I believe it. I know because I've done it. I've seen it happen. I did it. Oh my gosh, we moved into that house on St. John's in Charleston. We moved when I was about 4 years old. And then we moved on to the Air Force Base when I was about 7. So I was 7 years old or less. And I already knew how to contaminate a younger child. So don't tell me it can't be done. And I know for a fact, if you love someone enough and you take the time, it can be undone. So that's the end of it. Love each other. Love each other enough to take the time to try to save each other. If you don't love these people enough to take the time, or you don't have the time, share the videos. They may or may not watch it, but that's not going to be your choice, it's theirs. Anybody at this point that doesn't know Christ, that doesn't look at the facts and choose Jesus, they might be too far gone. Just gotta let them go. I love you guys. I am still 85 miles from Jacksonville. Dang it. I might have to pull over and take a nap. Anywho, y'all take care, and I believe this is video number 4 in the 101 series. So I'm going to upload this today, and I'm going to go listen to all my content, people, my subscriptions, and get inspiration for the next video. Love you guys. Take care. And work on them, people. I'm not kidding. Work on them. And buy some water and some power balls. Power bars. Power balls? No, power bars. Granola bars. Easily prepared food and water. Get ready.